On my last GCam video, a lot of you guys asked me about, GCam and the Redmi K20. So here we are. Can GCam improve the camera performance of the Redmi K20? Let's find out in today's video. Hey guys, Ash here from C4eTech, and if you do end up liking what you see, please drop us a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and ring that bell icon to become part of our notification squad. And hey, Car to Me A3 giveaway, check it out if you haven't yet. Now we've already done a video on GCam for the K20 Pro, so why make another video for the K20, right? Well, there are three reasons. Number one, the primary sensor of the K20 is actually the IMX 582, not the 586. That said, that's just a technicality, it's not a big deal. The 586 can do 4K 60 FPS, 582 can only do 4K 30, so that's not a big deal, yes. The second difference is there is a different ISP. The K20 runs on the Snapdragon 730 that has the Qualcomm Spectra 350 image signal processor, while on the K20 Pro we have the Snapdragon 855 which comes with the improved Spectra 380. The third and most important one is that the devs have had more time to fine-tune GCam now, so some of the bugs that we saw on the K20 Pro GCam video, they've been ironed out. Okay, so enough discussion, let's get straight to the pictures. First up, let's start with images shot with the primary sensor. GCam generally does a better job with the shadows compared to the stock camera. Look at the leaves and how GCam has managed to get the details and the color out of the leaves. In some cases, especially with petals, GCam tends to retain more of the texture, while the stock MIUI camera app, it has a tendency to smoothen stuff out. On the whole though, both the stock cam and GCam, they take good looking pictures with decent dynamic range. Not a lot between these two. Now onto wide angle samples, and here the stock camera actually seems to do a better job than GCam. The detail levels, the dynamic range, they're good across both, but when it comes to the distortion at the edges of the pictures, MIUI kind of handles it better. If you want a slightly larger field of view, then GCam might work for you. But that said, the shots taken out of the default camera app on the K20, they seem to be brighter and also a tiny bit oversaturated at times. When it comes to portraits, I honestly prefer the stock camera app again over GCam. Sure, Google Camera does a better job with dynamic range and exposure of the background, but the face itself, it appears a little too dark, which is why I prefer the stock camera app more. The detail levels are comparable across both pictures and both have decent edge detection. The stock images are a bit too zoomed in though, and I prefer the framing of GCam more in this instance. Now coming to selfies, and here GCam shines, it's got natural colors. MIUI seems to be brightening up the skin tones a bit too much even with the beauty mode off, and GCam, it does a remarkably better job with the background too. Look at the sky, it's overexposed with the stock camera app, but GCam has nailed the dynamic range and the exposure perfectly here. The same goes for selfie portraits. The edge reduction and detail levels are comparable, but GCam wins out because of the better dynamic range in my book. The bokeh here is also more realistic, and the colors including skin tones are more true to life. Till now, the stock camera and GCam have kind of traded blows pretty evenly, but now it's low light time. It's GCam's night sight versus MIUI's night mode. Well, the stock camera app, it does pretty well here. The night mode algorithm from Xiaomi is quite good, but against night sight, it's not a match. The details here are way better with GCam's night sight. It's a brighter image, there's less noise and overall nicer colors. And now, that's just with the primary sensor. The stock camera app does not support night mode for the wide angle shots, whereas GCam does. There is support for night sight for wide angle as well. So GCam dominates here. The shots taken by the 13 megapixel ultra wide camera in low light, with the stock camera, they're barely usable. On the other hand, GCam's pictures, well, not the best in terms of clarity, they at least make the subject matter visible. And that about brings us to the end of this video. If you want to download and experiment with GCam on your Redmi K20, then head on over to the description below and you can find download links as well as instructions there. Of course, this version of GCam 2 has its own set of problems, like the app crashes if you open up settings while in the wide angle mode, so don't be surprised if you encounter a couple of bugs here and there. Hopefully the devs would, they continue development on it, and maybe in the future, fix the bugs, as well as, we get a GCam that can make use of that 8 megapixel telephoto camera too. So guys, now I want to know what you have to say about GCam on the K20. Have you tried it out on your phone? What do you think about this implementation? Let me know in the comments below. Also, another reminder to check out my A3 giveaway. Okay, there's a link in the description. So participate if you haven't yet. And that's pretty much it. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about this video. Subscribe, turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon if you haven't yet. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4 Retech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.